The walkout by Indiana House Democrats hits the 1-month mark. And even though the legislators are not at the State House, that does not mean Republicans are sitting back and waiting for them to return. They began holding unofficial committee hearings today. They can discuss bills and legislation, but they cannot approve amendments or take any votes on bills. Republicans have said they are done negotiating with out-of-state Democrats. Right now, there is no sign the Democrats plan to return to Indiana. They've been staying in an Urbana, Illinois hotel since February 22nd. News 10's Joe Ostrowski traveled to Urbana today to talk with Representative Clyde Kersey. He joins us here in the studio with more. Joe?
Mark, if this walkout lasts one more day, it'll be the longest in U.S. history. Right now, historians say Indiana's tied with Texas for that record, but that's a record most lawmakers say they never wanted to set. For over a century, this chamber has been the stage for Indiana politics. Now, so is this stretch of highway. It's the route state Democrats took during a walkout that started 1 month ago.
A couple of reasons for coming over here. One was to get out of Indianapolis, obviously, where all the media was, and we were afraid that the governor might send the state police after us to bring us back.
Kersey says Democrats' choice came after a series of controversial bills proposed by the Republican majority. Those include the so-called right-to-work bill and several education reforms.
From the very beginning of this session, we noticed that there were some really radical bills coming down.
Kersey says the Democrats' time away has given people in Indiana time to voice their opinions on those bills. He says that's happened in protests like this one.
Republicans have the majority, and they certainly won that majority in the last election. But I don't think you stop representing people just because you have the majority. And I disagree with the idea that once you're elected, you have a mandate to do anything you want.
Republicans don't buy that.
I gave Representative Bauer a firm and final offer last evening, made it very clear that we were done with this back and forth.
When you draw a line in the sand, you have to stay there until you get a compromise or an agreement with the other side.
If that compromise doesn't come from someone, state government will stay stuck down the road. Now, Republicans did agree to begin fining the missing Democrats for each day they're gone. Meanwhile, Republican leaders say they're done negotiating with Democrats. Back to you.
Thank you, Joe.